Hello friends, now we are going to study synchronous compensator. We know that synchronous compensator can be used for compensation. But before that, first of all, we will study what is synchronous compensator. Synchronous compensator is basically a synchronous motor working on no load. If we will change the excitation, then its behavior will change. Like I have taken two cases, under excited case and overexcited case, working on no load. So if the synchronous compensator has been applied on under excited case, then this will behave as RL load. So this will behave as RL load, means it will take active power as well as reactive power from the system. And if we run the synchronous compensator, means synchronous motor on no load at overexcited case, then basically what it will do, it will take active power and give reactive power, means it will behave as RC load. So this is underexcited case and this is overexcited case. Now if you will see clearly that the synchronous compensator in underexcited case working as load for reactive power, as well as in overexcited case it will work as source for reactive power. So if we will compare with static compensator, then it have some advantages and it has some flaws. So now we are going to discuss the advantages and the flaws. So the first point is a single unit is used for under and over excitation for voltage control. Means if we will use in under excitation case, then it can be used as load for reactive power, and if in overexcited case it can be worked as source for reactive power. Means a single unit is used for both condition for voltage control. The second point is the synchronous compensator provides smooth regulation rather than step by step control. Next is it consumes both active power as well as reactive power. It consumes P as well as Q. So this is basically the drawback, because there is a shortage of active power. There is a problem of generating active power, and this synchronous compensator is consuming the active power, rather than if we use static compensator like capacitor and inductor. The capacitor and inductor do not consume this active power. So this is the drawback for the synchronous compensator. Now third point is, for synchronous compensator more maintenance required. And another point is it is not self starting. So now I am going to summarize. Though synchronous compensator can be used as a single device for source and load for reactive power, but it has some flaws. It consumes both active power as well as reactive power. Reactive power it can give, also it can take, but it consumes P. And in case of static compensator, the inductor and capacitor do not consume P. So this is the drawback of the synchronous compensator. And the second drawback is more maintenance required because it is dynamic device. You know, it's synchronous motor working on no load. It means the rotor is rotating. So more maintenance required. Now next point is it is not self-starting. Since it is a synchronous motor and we know that synchronous motor is not a self-starting method. So due to this reason, synchronous compensator has not been preferred. The static compensator has been preferred. So practically it is not used. But for emergency case, synchronous compensator can put on very important places where the excess or deficiency of reactive power after compensation will happen, so that in case of emergency we can on synchronous compensator and we can supply or we can consume the reactive power correspondingly. So here it is all about synchronous compensator. Thank you.